Come on, Lois Lane can be a redhead.
Hey, anyone can.
How'd you lay out all the architecture in the background, Ryan? Is that all the brush pen that you use?
Yeah, it was a brush pen, but the thing about it is for like
Cool.
that
You
and
have to go
even
on
the sketch,
assignment,
I
like,
projected
dressed up and have red hair
because I didn't want to, work the board too much.
Oh, yeah.
like a disguise.
Yeah.
So I can get like tight as hell with it without having to worry about like dragging an eraser across it.
That's not what you did with Wonder Woman last time you were nice folks, right?
No,
Those books are $30.
Yeah, that I just because that really didn't have anything. It was an angle that I was really comfortable with.
Okay.
It didn't have all the architecture or anything like that, so I didn't have to worry about setting up perspectives.
I love the Batgirl in the back of this.
What's that?
The Batgirl in the back.
Yeah.
Oh, Batgirl.
Forgot that's what I have.
Have a great show.
Yeah, you too.
You want to come here? You want to come to me? Are you going to be on the game? Do you have a line for
I arranged for this ahead of time.
ahead of time?
Yeah.
You can keep it. I'll find it. Anybody else? If you want to.
I don't know. I'm checking with Adam. I put my name on the list.
Oh, yeah.
This is enough.
Ryan, are you on DeviantArt or anything? Oh, you have no website?
I've got a blog where I talk about process, and then there's the actual Yahoo group.
Information right here on the inside of the page.
Oh, okay.
Yahoo group. Once you have
Yeah.
How's it going? What's up, dude? What's that?
No, I thought I saw something. So what's the percentage digital versus traditional?
If it's painted, it's all digital. It's all original. If it's black and white and colored, more than likely all the coloring is digital. Yeah, I still like painting stuff the old-fashioned way. Oh yeah. All of that stuff is acrylic and watercolor. Actually, because I've worked on it so long, I tried everything on that.
Right.
I mean, there was like,
For me, that was pretty inspirational to see those covers. It was great.
well, John, the turkeys.
I've sent Jim a clip.
Really?
Yes.
Oh man, it's gonna kill him, man.
I think in a bit when I take a break, I'm going to check my email, and he's going to. Well, if this doesn't kill me, he will.
Hey Brian, this is my friend Paula. She's one of the major retailers in the area. Hey Paula.
Sorry. Hi, Brian. Nice to meet you. I'm good. How are you today?
I am having a ball.
Having fun yet?
Oh yeah,
Excellent.
I'm painting, so I'm having a ball.
That's always fun, right?
Yeah. How was that meatloaf yesterday? Oh, that was rotten. Oh, it was totally rotten, man. Yeah, that set me up, man. It was It's one of those, all right, I'm good to go for hours now. I mean, it was a really nice, kind of set you up for a while kind of meal. Yeah. Has Adam got you on the list?
Pardon me?
Has Adam got you on the list?
I don't know. I'm number 8 on the list.
Ah.
I was actually the first one in line yesterday morning
Oh, man.
outside, and yet I was still number 8 on the list.
Wow.
Because the people are still over here, and but hey, I've got as good a chance as anyone, and I already have 2 pieces of his work that I can show you on my phone later.
Ah, totally cool, man.
So I figure it's a win-win.
Oh, yeah. What are you doing?
I almost asked him for Amy Pond just to see what the
Oh,
true
man.
difference would be, but
Man, that would be like a night and day.
it would have been interesting.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And I know he's a Doctor Who fan,
Look up the card tricks and stuff.
so I'm going to show this to him afterwards.
How much are these?
These are $30.
Got purple hair. It's always cool seeing Brian put all the lower paints down and then going, purple? I don't see purple. And then eventually he layers it up and you go, oh.
Yes, red without red.
Yeah, it's almost like Sam Wesler was green. She was green all the way to the end.
Oh,
and
man,
then,
yeah.
And then she turned to purple and it's like, oh.
Yeah, that was kind of fun because, like, when people walk by and see you doing it, they're like,
Yeah, this is
What
different
the-
with the frog.
yeah, they're like, is he colorblind? Does he know what color he's putting down there?
Is this a psychedelic Elseworld?
And I was, Zam was almost like I did a Hellboy in Charlotte, and the entire piece was green.
Oh, green.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, just total like in your face, bright lime green, and people were just like, I mean, a couple of guys came up to me and were like,
You know you picked the wrong color.
yeah, you know, you're doing Hellboy, right? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, well,
I thought I was doing the lizard.
yeah, you know, you're working with green, right? Because the thing about it is, what's funny is a lot of artists are colorblind.
Right.
So you know, the guys thought they were helping me out.
It's Tim Sale is colorblind, and that's why he doesn't paint.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's why he does all the ink wash stuff, because he's colorblind. And actually, on one of my friend's thing, I gave him some color to put red in, and then he used wash. He goes, "This isn't coming out pink, is it, John?" Because he can't tell.
Wow.
But it was still the ink wash, so it's still coming out grayish. But
Wow.
he didn't know if it was pink or not, because he knew that I had put red on there, and so he didn't know if the brush had any red in it still.
Man, that is. He's like pretty severe, isn't he?
Yeah, that's especially why, you know, in all his art, it's black or white, right? An ink
Yeah.
wash.
So you have the cranes.
The which one?
You have the Padme?
Yeah, or the Apollana. It's another queen. And then I got the Sam Windsor. Actually,
Sorry, how much is this, please?
30.
actually, I have to thank my friend Matt for starting Brian on his Sunday watercolors.
Oh,
Because Matt like threw me to the bus when I had shot the first time, and he goes, "Oh, I'm a little thirsty. I gotta get some water." It's like, what? And he goes, "Oh, no, John, you go first. You go before me." So he lets me get a black and white piece, and afterward, he's next. Brings out the watercolors and go, "Brian, you mind doing watercolor?" And I go, "Matt, you just let me go through the line."
Oh, yeah.
And
Matt doesn't give you his plan.
yeah, and the thing about it is Matt could have been first and done the watercolor, and then I could have, you know, had a watercolor also. But no, he made sure I went first off the cliff. He just like pushed me off the cliff.
Oh, good. I've got a good soft spot.
And so after that, I knew what the Sunday watercolor was. So we started up the Sunday watercolor tradition.
I should
had
get
to
your
be
email
almost
address.
5 years ago. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, at least 5 years ago.
I think I've only been on the group for 3.
We didn't tell anybody what the Sunday watercolor was. It was just the attendees.
It was a secret for a
society.
while.
It was a secret society. But what we do is there was maybe 3 or 4 collectors that knew about it, and we go, "Okay, you get this convention, you get the next one, and then the one after that." So we all reserve them for the year. You know, even the James came up with the companion piece.
Oh, yeah.
Theory.
Yeah.
And the companion to the companion piece.
Yeah, the James is working it, man. He actually, he told me like a little while ago, he's just like, "I think it's, we're getting pretty close to another James year." He was like, "Prepare yourself."
Well, he was supposed to get MegaCon if he had shown up to MegaCon, but then of course he didn't show up to MegaCon.
Well, the thing about it is oftentimes like the appearance of a girlfriend, you know, will crash James's plans for art.
Well, also I think at Heroes recently, because of his high school graduation at the same time,
Oh, wow.
he kind of feels obligated to show up to graduation.
Yeah.
Like an architect. You just divide it. It's just iconography. You divide it between form shadows and cast shadows. Form is a hard edge. Form is soft because it's showing.
And no matter how good the watercolor is, watching the whole process is worth more than anything else.
And I'm taping it. I have a huge Wonder Woman at home that I would have loved to have seen done. I mean, that Wonder Woman is huge.
Yeah, that Wonder Woman is enormous.
And I was glad that all the money went to the Comic Book Legal Defense Fund.
No, that was
This was back in
piece that I did for,
2004,
CBLDF.
2005.
Okay.
Yeah, I did it at one of the shows in Texas, and they took it
Akon.
to the CBLDF.
Well, we've always told, you know, Brian, we're going to have him do a garage door.
Get as big as you can.
We'll have him go to someone's house and do the ceiling, you know, like the Sistine Chapel ceiling, you know, be on his back painting.